Dogs are more than pets. They're our protectors. They show their care in quiet ways that are easy to miss. Like dog owners often don't see physical contact, focus, or the special protective circle as a sign their dog is protecting them. In this video, you will learn the signs your dog is protecting you. But first, here's one of the most seen signs, the alert stance. Imagine you're enjoying a quiet evening at home when suddenly your dog's demeanor shifts. There's a stiffness to their stance. Their ears are perked up like satellite dishes, tuning into a distant signal, and their eyes fixate with laser-like focus. This is the classic alert stance. It's a position that screams vigilance. Sam, a border collie I know, does this every time the mailman approaches. It's not about the mail. It's about ensuring his human safety. This alert stance is your dog's first line of defense, the physical embodiment of their protective spirit. But what about the soundtrack to this protective stance? Barking, of course. Now, this isn't your garden variety yapping. This is a bark that rumbles from the depths of their being, a sound that says danger is afoot. It's deeper, more pronounced, and it's meant to alert you as much as to ward off any trouble. Learning to tell the difference between squirrel and stranger can make all the difference in understanding your dog's protective cues. It's about tuning into the nuances of their language, much like how you'd know the cry of your child in a crowded park. It's a skill that ensures you respond with the right mix of caution and calm. Now, let's venture beyond the bark and stance to the protective circle. If you're like me, you've probably noticed this curious dance where your dog may circle around you, their body language speaking volumes without a sound, declaring, "I'm on guard." This behavior is not just a random act. It's an echo of their ancestors' instincts, a primal ritual that our domesticated companions still enact. Consider Bella, an adventurous beagle known to encircle her young owner at the park, her vigilant eyes scanning the horizon for any hint of danger. This circling is their instinctual method of drawing an invisible boundary between you and potential threats. When you observe this protective circling, a reassuring pat will communicate your appreciation for their vigilance, affirming the trust and understanding in your shared bond. Let's shift our focus to a more subtle yet equally powerful protective tactic, body blocking. Picture this, a stranger approaches, and your dog instinctively places themselves between you and the newcomer. It's not an accident, it's a deliberate act of safeguarding. They become a furry barrier, a personal shield against the unknown. Now this can be heartwarming, but it's important to teach Fido the difference between friend and foe. Positive reinforcement works wonders here. When they body block, a simple good dog with a treat can affirm their protective instinct, while a no block in a friendly tone can teach them when it's unnecessary. Balance is key. We want our guardians wise, not overzealous. We've got another sign regarding the dog body. But first, let's talk about dogs' eye signs, the windows to the soul, and in this case, the lens of protection. A dog on guard duty is like a watchful sentinel. Their gaze darting, always checking in with you. They're not just looking, they're surveying the scene, ensuring everything's as it should be. When you catch your dog in these moments of vigilant gazing, a nod or a smile from you can go a long way. It's your way of saying, "I see you watching out for me, and all is well." This exchange solidifies your bond and reinforces their role as your protector. Protection isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as a nudge. Let's consider my colleague's dog, Max, a vigilant German Shepherd with a heart as grand as his bark. During a bustling office day, when an unfamiliar visitor arrived, Max didn't resort to a display of loud barking or growling. Instead, he chose a gentler approach, one of silent vigilance. As the stranger conversed with us, Max quietly slipped next to his owner, pressing his weight reassuringly against her leg. He was showing physical contact. This nudge, this lean into her side, wasn't merely a plea for affection. It was Max's protective embrace, a silent sentinel's vow of, "I'm here, right beside you, no matter what." My colleague understood this gesture well, responding with a soft pat and a whispered word of gratitude, acknowledging Max's presence and his unwavering commitment to her safety. It's in these quiet moments of contact that a profound bond is nurtured, one where both dog and human feel an unparalleled sense of security and trust. Now let's tune into a more ominous sound, the growl. A growl can be unsettling, but in the protective dog's vocabulary, it's a clear warning. It says, proceed with caution. This isn't aggression, it's communication. It's crucial to distinguish a protective growl from an aggressive one. A protective growl is usually deeper and comes with a focused stance, whereas aggression is often louder and more chaotic. Training and socialization are vital, teaching your dog when a growl is appropriate and when peace is the order of the day. Growling may be a protecting sign you are already aware of, but the next sign is not a well-known one. But first, if you love your dog and want to become the best dog owner, subscribe to Woofish so you never miss out on any of our future videos. Okay, did you know that a dog's focus is a telltale sign of their protective mindset? When they position themselves with a forward focus, ears and body aimed like an arrow toward a potential threat, they're not just being attentive, they're gearing up to leap into action if the situation calls for it. This stance isn't just about being alert, it's about preemptive protection. It's your dog's way of saying, I'm ready if needed. As the one holding the leash, recognizing this forward focus is your cue. It gives you the moment to assess the threat level and either ease your dog's concern or brace for what comes next. This isn't a solo act, it's a duet where your dog alerts and you lead. Together, you're an unstoppable team, with one looking out for danger and the other guiding the way forward. But not all signs of protection are as clear as a bark or a stance. Sometimes they're quiet shifts in behavior. Maybe your dog sticks closer than usual on a new walking path, or they're more watchful when someone new visits the house. These subtle changes are whispers of their protective nature, gentle reminders that they're always looking out for you. Pay attention to these small signals. They're significant in the tapestry of your shared life. Acknowledge and address them with patience and understanding, ensuring your dog knows they're doing the right thing. Also, staying awake when you sleep is a clear sign of protection. Imagine a knight, vigilant through the moonlit hours, their sole duty to guard the realm of your bedroom. This is your dog, taking on the role of a nocturnal guardian. Even as you drift into dreams, they remain the sentinels of slumber. Their ears prick at every creak and sigh of the house, eyes scanning the shadows. This isn't just a casual wakefulness, it's a purposeful alertness. They're the self-appointed wardens of your rest, ensuring that peace reigns while you recharge. It's a silent, stoic service they provide, often unnoticed but deeply felt. When your dog meets new people, they are actually checking them out in their own way. They sniff and look at the person carefully. It might look like they're just being curious, but they're actually trying to figure out if the person is good or bad. Your dog is like a detective, using their nose to understand people better. They are trying to protect you by finding out if someone is a friend or a stranger who might not be nice. The places where your dog likes to sit or lie down are chosen for a good reason. They pick spots where they can see the doors and windows well. This way, they can keep an eye on what's happening outside. They are like guards, always ready to notice anything unusual. This helps them make sure everything is safe around your house. They do this quietly, but it's a big help in making sure you are safe. And before we bring our canine conversation to a close, there's another protective posture worth noting. The ears pinned back. It's a signal that's often misinterpreted. While some might read it as fear or aggression, in the tapestry of protection, it's more nuanced. This ear position, coupled with a tense body and intense eyes, can indeed suggest your dog is on high alert and ready to defend if the situation calls for it. But as responsible pet parents, it's our job to understand the layers of this language. If you see your dog with their ears back in a tense situation, it's important to approach them calmly with a soothing voice to let them know they can relax. It's about providing them with the assurance that you're in control and that they don't need to take matters into their own paws. As we reach the end of our journey into the heart of your dog's protective instincts, it's clear that our loyal companions are more than just pets. They are our vigilant guardians, our watchful protectors, and our devoted friends. These signs we've explored are like pieces of a puzzle, and when you put them together, they reveal the incredible bond we share with our canine companions. And speaking of the bond with your dog, learn about the best ways to bond with your dog quickly. Watch this next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.